Hi there, this is me, your friend Deepak, and I welcome you to yet another video of IT Job Matters. This time I'm back with one of the very popular topic, isolation label in DB2. So let's start. Friends, several processes or users can access and modify the same data stored in DB2 database at the same time. The DB2 database manager must be able to allow all those users and processes to make necessary changes while ensuring that the data integrity is never compromised. This sharing of resources by multiple user or application program at the same time is called as concurrency. DB2 control this concurrency through the use of isolation label, which determines how the data will be accessed or modified by one transaction and how it will be isolated from other transaction. Isolation label parameter is one which you specify while binding your application program DBRM into plan or package. There are mainly four types of isolation label in DB2, which is uncommitted read, cursor stability, read stability, and repeatable read. The very first one is uncommitted read. So uncommitted read is used generally for read-only queries, and it is also known as least restrictive because it does not lock any record while reading the database. This level of isolation is also known as dirty read. The reason behind it because it reads those row as well which is not committed at the time of read. So it reads uncommitted changes as well. For example, you can see here, let's say I'm running a query with UR for us getting a salary of an employee where employee ID is greater than 40, and at the same time other transaction is trying to update the same table where it will update all employee salary by plus 500. So if you run this query at the same time when this is updating, you will be able to get employee salary increased by 500 as well. Uncommitted read is used in scenario where you want to make sure that you are taking up to dated real-time statistics of database without locking any resources or without impacting any other transactions. Second level of isolation label is cursor stability. Cursor stability is also known as default isolation label, and it locks and unlocks only one row at a time, never two row at a time. And it guarantees to only return data which is committed at the time of read, not like uncommitted read where we were able to get uncommitted changes as well in our result set. Apart from that, as I said, that it is default isolation label. So let's say you forgot to provide the isolation label. So in that case, what will be the isolation label in that case? So in that case, it is treated as cursor stability, but again it depends on database system engineer or how they have set up the rules. So let's try to understand cursor stability by this example. Suppose I am running a query select employee salary from employee table where employee ID is greater than 40, and let's say table is having 10k record, and this criteria, the qualifying rows are based on this criteria, the qualifying rows are only 10. So 10 row will be fetched. Now if we are using cursor stability, lock is held only on first row at a time, not on entire 10 rows. Now when processing on first row is finished, it releases the lock on first row and it sets hold on second row. So here you can see it is not going to hold or lock on both row or all 10 row, all qualifying row. It is going to set lock on only one row at a time. And while the duration of lock held by the cursor stability, no other application can do any DB operation apart from select on the selected row or on the locked row. The third level of isolation is read stability. Read stability keeps all qualifying rows locked until the transaction is completed. So it locks all qualifying rows, but it does release lock on all those rows which does not qualify the query predicates. When we are using read stability, no DB operation are possible on logged result set apart from read. But under few scenario, some DB operations are possible if log is shared. So let's try to understand the read stability by one example. Suppose I'm running this query, select employee salary from employee table where employee ID is greater than 40, and I'm using isolation label as a read stability. Now suppose employee table is having 10k rows. Now once this query will run, it will scan the all row which is having 10k. Now after scanning, suppose it returns 10 rows. So if we are using read stability, then logs are held on only 10 rows, which is result set of this query, not on the entire 10k rows. Let's say I'm trying to update the employee salary by 500 of all the employee whose employee ID is greater than 40, and the isolation level which I'm using here is read stability. So in this case, while this update will be happening, all the qualifying rows, which is 10 row, will be logged for that time span, and no other DB operation will be possible on those result set. Friends, we use read stability for a result set stability when future action on return row may be taken. Friends, we use read stability when we want result set stability, or there is chances that the result set on which I am doing some operation or update operation or modifying something, there is a highly chance that some other transaction may try to update or modify those result set at the same time. So in that case, we use read stability so that the entire result set will be logged and the transaction will be able to finish his transaction first. Fourth level of isolation is repeatable read, and a higher level of integrity is provided with the help of repeatable read. Under RR level of isolation, all pages are logged until they are released by commit or rollback. UR level of isolation fetches data which is uncommitted, but RR level of isolation does not fetches data which is uncommitted. Repeatable read page locking strategy is useful when an application program requires consistency in row that may be accessed twice or thrice in one execution of the program. Entire table or page is logged until the unit of work completes. No other application can update, delete, or insert or modify a row that would affect the table or results. RR level of isolation is most restrictive one. Let's try to understand this by one example. Suppose I'm running a query, select employee salary from employee table where employee ID is greater than 40 with repeatable read as isolation. Now let's suppose that employee table is having 10k rows. So what will happen, although this query is going to fetch only 10 row only, but still RR level of isolation will lock all the 10k row in this case. Friends, now question comes, which isolation labels should we use and when? So here is the answer. We should use repeatable read of isolation label if we are executing large query and we don't want concurrent transaction to happen. RR level of locking strategy is also useful when an application program requires complete consistency in row that may be accessed twice in one execution. Read stability level of isolation is used when we want some concurrency to happen, yet we want qualified rows to remain stable for the duration of our transaction. Cursor stability of isolation is used when we want maximum concurrency to happen and we don't want any query to see any uncommitted changes or uncommitted data. Uncommitted read level of isolation is used if you are querying read-only tables or view and it does not matter whether my query sees uncommitted value or rows. Apart from that, UR is also used to read tables or view without any log, and this makes sure that UR level of isolation does not impact any other transaction while querying the table. Friends, now question comes, how do we specify isolation level? So there are several ways to specify isolation level. Among that, these are three options. First way is to specify at a statement level, and this is how we specify at a statement level, and in example also I have used this one only. The second way is to provide it in bind card, and this is how we provide isolation level parameter in our bind card or at pre-compilation stage. The third one is providing it in a dynamic SQL, and this is how we set the isolation parameter in dynamic SQL. And this is one of the very frequently asked question in interview. They ask what will happen if application try to do update operation with UR level of isolation. So in this case, isolation level will be automatically converted to cursor stability in spite of uncommitted read. And cursor stability is also known as default level of isolation. That's all for this video. If you have any question or any doubt regarding this video, do post it in the YouTube comment section below, and I will try to include it in my next video. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, do hit on subscribe button for more such videos. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye.